Ugh. Life isn't so tough when I'm over here cooking on my old Roccbox, eh? Just have a moment, you can think about all the things you've done good in your life, all the things you've done bad in your life. There's so many things that you can catch up with old friends. Hey, Chris, I haven't talked to you in a while. What's going on? Nothing? Perfect. Bye. You can do that about 30 times with all your new buddies, old buddies, new buddies. Call them, what are you doing? Nothing? Perfect. You know, just stay in touch. It's really important. Hello, I'm Matty Matheson, and today is one of the greatest days that you're ever gonna live because you're watching me cooking with the greatest oven of all time, the Roccbox. Everyone is welcome to learn today how I am gonna cook a steak. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little ribeye steak. It's a Cote De Beouf. Very many pieces of meat within this, different muscles, different textures, fats, tendons. And we're gonna be able to break all of this down, cook it perfectly in our Roccbox. See this? This is a rolling pin. It looks like a truncheon, or it looks like many things. There's many things that this looks like. And the steak is pretty big, and we wanna cook it evenly. So what I'm gonna do is take this steak, and we're gonna level the playing field. Not a lot, this is very powerful. We're tenderizing, we're breaking down the fats, we're breaking down the tendons. We've pounded a steak. Now check this out. So we've taken our steak and we've kind of elongated it, made it skinny, and now this is gonna cook so beautifully. We are going to get our cast iron pan very warm. We're gonna let our meat temper as well, because cooking cold meat results in something called a bullseye, I think. Excuse me. When you're cooking a cold steak, right, and you're cooking in high heat, you're gonna get a sizzle, you're gonna get that, crunch that you're looking for. But all of a sudden, that meat is fucking well done, and then a bullseye in the middle of this like rare, medium rare bullshit. What we're going to do is create a wire to wire. That's a term, wire to wire redness. Because we're gonna let our meat temper, room temp. We're gonna start with a warm pan, and we're going to rest it properly. I hate when people are pushing on their meat, squishing out all the juice. You don't squish a baby. The baby doesn't want to be squished. It wants to be held and nurtured and tempered. You turn on your Roccbox, takes a minute to warm up, take out your steak, let your steak come up to temperature. Steak's ready, tempered, very beautiful. TV magic. We're gonna season it with some salt. And I'm only gonna do salt. Pan, ready. Oil, little ocean of oil. Oh, that is nice. Now, I'm a professional. Should you really be doing this at home like this? I don't know how good you are at cooking, but I just put the steak down and I just want to move it once, because as soon as you put the steak down, it pushes all the oils away. So push it down once and then pick it up. You're fucking tripping. And the thing too that's amazing about this is that we're doing almost like a shallow fry with the amount of oil that we're doing, and we're crisping up the top of this, optimizing every style of great cookery besides using a grill. They brought this stupid fork out. We're in England, and of course they brought like a thing that's out of like Gangs of New York or like some old school fucking, nobody uses this shit. And look at this, see, this is what I'm talking about. So we're already engaging the yellow crispiness. It is beautiful, look at that. Ah! All of the fat, ah! So we're getting golden brown here. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. We're gonna add some thyme. Wow! We're gonna add a bunch of butter in there, and then you take some garlic. We can do a little bit of basting, watch this. And this steak has been like cooking for like literally what, 3 minutes? Frothing away, living the life that we should. Really, the world just all of a sudden looks bright and beautiful, you know? Let's put it back into the oven. We're gonna do a little flippy floppy. Everyone's always talking about you flip a steak once and all that bullshit. No! I like to flip my steak a lot. None of this manly, you flip it once bullshit, the blood's going this way, the blood's going, like all that bullshit's stupid. You just cook it properly, you take your time. If you need to flip a steak, you flip a steak. Look at that. Oh, oh. It's so nice. I think that this steak is done. And we cooked this steak in like 5 fucking minutes. So we're just gonna take a little bit of the oil, a little bit of the garlic. I wanna rest that steak at least 10 minutes. Now, in that 10 minutes time, I am gonna make Poivre sauce. Brandy, green peppercorns, a little bit of cream, a little bit of butter, a little bit of a beef stock. We're gonna make a little sauce, a little pan sauce to go with our beautiful Cote De Beouf. We're gonna pour off all this butter. We're just gonna give this a little wipe. We're gonna get some butter frothing. We're just gonna dice up a shallot, melt your butter, throw in your shallots. We're gonna pick some thyme leaves, pump this back into the oven for a few seconds. Now, here we go. Is that hot enough to do that? How hot can you get it? Wow. Wow. There you go, boys, chef. Everyone's looking at me. They're like, why'd you do that? But you know what? I wanted a little bit of brandy. Now, we had some beef stock, little green peppercorns, and there's a nice little vinegariness to that. Nicey nice. So we're gonna reduce this beef stock by half. What else can you be doing right now? You don't want to be cooking on a fucking stove. That beef stock, man. Ooh, smell it. What I want to do, I'm going to just throw in an extra little shot, just a little, hey, what's up? A little bit of cream. We're going to throw in a few knobs of butter. We're mounting some butter, mounting, whatever you guys want to do. Never disrupting, never splitting the sauce. No, 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 my friends. If you split sauces, you're a loser. I want some crunch of some just fresh cracked pepper. A little bit of pepper, about 2 big pinches. A couple little thyme leaves, little freshies in there. A little bit of salt. Do we have any lemon? It's gonna actually bring all of the flavors out. The green peppercorns, the fresh cracked pepper, the thyme. I'm really good at cooking. It's peppery. We want to really show how beautiful our steak is, right? All this blood and butter, pour that into the sauce. That's nice. You know, cooking never stops. Cooking is so intuitive, you know? You can just keep adding things, but you can't take away. Yum ba bum ba ba. Now is the moment that I either look like a complete idiot or a genius. I'm impressed by myself. What I like to do with ribeyes is I take it off the bone. Now, I cut down the eye. You can see that that is a really nice looking steak, is it not? That's a nice looking steak. And see, the thing is, now we have all of these nice little pieces, right? Guys, are we having a good time? Now, style-wise, you got a beautiful steak like this, right? What you don't want to do is cover it with sauce, right? We're gonna pour our sauce onto the plate, put our steak down. Everyone gets a little bit, you know, just a dab, just a taster. You gotta add just a little bit of Molden. Wanna meet my best friend? Tom! This is Tom Gozney, my best friend. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Just a little steak. How do you feel about that?
I feel great, man. The sauce looks amazing. Oh my God. That sauce.
That's good.
Right.
That's good.
Everybody, come and eat.
Everybody. Oh, this time's beautiful. Oh. Oh. You know those people that really like get into shit? Like they just smell, I'm not one of those guys, you know? It's time. You can't really like, I guess you could fall in love with it, but you know, there's better things in life to fall in love with than time. Oh. That's what they do in TV shows. They do this. Oh. Oh. Lemons. I just want to say, Cooking is kind of easy, isn't it?